My story begins in December 2011. We were moving from New Territory to Pecan Grove in Richmond to a beautiful home. And that day I started experiencing some pain and heaviness in my left breast. And I just kind of blew it off to stress of moving and didn't really pay attention to it. I got the call Valentine's Day, February 14th, from my physician that it was cancer. And I was up in my study. Mike had just gotten home from work. He was down in our bedroom. And I walked downstairs. I kind of held it together because my daughter was already home from school, sitting in the living room. I walked into our room and I just told him the news and kind of fell apart. And he just hugged me and he said, "It'll be fine. We're going to get through this." The saddest thing through all this is watching your children respond when you tell them the news. And I mean, of course, they just see death. I mean, in January when I was starting to go through, I had talked to my sister-in-law Rita about all this, and she had recommended this book, Jesus Calling. Whenever you start to feel afraid, remember that I am holding you by your right hand. Nothing can separate you from my presence. And I took that and I just said, "Okay, God, take my hand and let's go." I just felt this peace come over me that carried me through the whole, 9 months. I had called my physician and she had made me an appointment with Dr. Dempsey, who's also goes to Parkway, who's the breast surgeon. When we were leaving Dr. Dempsey's office, she prayed with us. And I have never had a physician take time out to pray with a patient. I went to see the oncologist, Dr. Darcourt. He's awesome too. He was telling me that the tumor was a decent size, but he was pretty sure that we could shrink the tumor with medication, and that I would have a lumpectomy like maybe 4 or 5 months down the road. Every month I was going to see Dr. Dempsey and Dr. Darcourt, and it was shrinking, it was working. So then in June, I had a lumpectomy. I had to go back in July, 2 weeks later, and have my lymph nodes removed. And then it was going to be followed by radiation. I started radiation in August and went through 8 weeks of radiation. Like I said before, if I hadn't had God take my hand that day and get me through this, I mean, I don't know what I would have done without my faith. And my family, my kids have been so supportive. When I was diagnosed, my daughter Jennifer went to school the next day, and the 8th graders at Sartarsha Middle School made this huge banner. They wore pink to school on Fridays. All the kids signed the banner and they presented it to me. I mean, it was just the support that I got from the community, my friends, my family, the church. It's just been awesome. And I've decided that I want to now get back to the community. And like I said, Terry and I started the Pink Ladies Club. Last weekend, my daughter and I did the Race for the Cure, the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure, along with my fellow Parkway sister survivor, Lisa Moore. And it was an awesome experience, and I want to do that every year. I want to make it a tradition. I'm Debi Ochoa, and I am officially a breast cancer survivor as of September 20th, 2012. Yay! I was never much for the color pink, but as you can see, I wear pink all the time now.